Acquiring a new customer costs 5 to 7 times more than keeping an existing one. So why do so many businesses focus on acquisition rather than retention? Hi, I'm Ian, co-founder of Focus 15, and today I'm talking about the importance of customer service. Now, I think a lot of businesses are currently making a big mistake by risking customer service with a cheaper model. Chatbots that don't answer your questions, no way of contacting anyone, call centres in faraway places, endless hours on hold or being passed from pillar to post. The list goes on. But customer service, it's not a side job, it's the heartbeat of your business and how it's perceived by customers. And with research showing that 86% of people will pay more if they know they're getting a better service, it absolutely makes economic sense. So what does good customer service actually look like? Well, it's not about adding "have a nice day" at the end of a sentence, or the old cliche about the customer is always right, because, let's be honest, a lot of the time they're not. Sometimes they're misinformed, or don't understand your product, or have false expectations. But whether they're right or wrong, they're still your partner. Without them, you don't exist. It's also not about responding just to complaints when things have gone wrong. Customer service exists at every touch point you have with a customer. It's part of your marketing, your sales, your aftercare. There's a famous story about US clothing chain Nordstrom. Around 40 years ago in Alaska, a customer rolled a pair of tyres into a store, and when the assistant approached to ask how he could help, the customer asked for a refund, insisting that he bought them at the store with a guarantee that he could bring them back any time. The only problem was Nordstrom never sold tyres. But sometime earlier, it had purchased 3 stores from a company that did. And the assistant wanted to do right by the customer who'd driven more than 50 miles to the store, so he gave him a refund, took the tyres and sent him on his way. The impact of that story was huge. Word of mouth marketing worth millions over the years, and a reputation that attracts customers who value trust. In fact, the tyre story became so important to their culture, they even hung tyres in some of their stores as a reminder of their commitment to customers. Customer service covers every function in your customer's journey, and to deliver it well, it needs the right tone and consistency, which is why you should create a short customer service playbook. Start with a one-line statement of what great customer service means for your business. Set response standards, so list all the touch points, website chat, email, phone, social media, in person, and for each one define the expected service. For example, email responses within 24 hours. Then write simple "if this happens then that" guides for common situations that satisfy needs and build trust. For example, if a customer reports a fault, apologise and offer a replacement within 3 days. Set that as your standard. And then train staff so they feel empowered to deal with the issues without needing constant manager approval. If customers receive the same quality response from multiple people, the more they'll trust the brand. Teach your staff to listen and educate, to acknowledge rather than argue, even if they don't agree with what the customer is saying. In a nutshell, treat customers as you would want to be treated in their situation. You don't need a 50-page manual, just a simple guideline document with examples. And make sure you track the data. Record and code complaints so you can spot any trends or consistencies. Measure response times, ask for and track feedback, and review it regularly. Now, sometimes dealing with people is difficult. Some customers just want to blow off steam. I used to travel quite a lot, and delays are part of the territory. But it always used to amaze me watching animated complaints to check-in staff at airports, as if they were somehow responsible, or the complaint might resolve all the issues that caused the delay in the first place, and the plane would now miraculously leave on time. But I was often more in awe of the staff, always remaining calm, just listening until the anger had blown itself out and noting the traveller's concerns. Most customers aren't like that though. Treat them well and they'll stick with you. Pay more and recommend to others. Done well, customer service can turn service from a cost into one of your biggest growth drivers. Thanks for watching, and if you found this useful, hit subscribe, drop a comment, or get in touch at focus15.co.uk. In the meantime, stay focused and see you in the next one.